Alright, welcome back to the channel, guys. If this is your first time here, my name is James and this is Killingit Country. Today, it's going to be a pretty fun day. We are going to plant the mega garden. So, if you haven't seen that, I'll link up to it. Stick around, it's going to be a good time. Let's do it. So just down from the garden is where I've been loading out some of this material. This is the stuff I've been pulling out from the parking area that I'm working on up by the house. And I was also lucky enough to score some horse manure. Look at that. Wow, that's a lot of flies. So we did mix some horse manure into all 14 of these raised garden beds. It was not super easy, I guess. I wasn't here when it happened. My sister did it. So yeah, we'll see how the garden's gonna go this year. But let's get this camera set up and we'll do a little bit of time-lapse planting and talk about each of the beds individually and what we're planting and why we're planting things there. So tomatoes are going in that bed, that bed, that bed, yeah, and that bed. And tomatoes can't have what?
Can't have beans and peas with them.
Beans and peas?
Yeah.
Okay. All right then. So we're gonna plant those beds first. So we'll get the camera set up. Pretty sure I'm touching horse crap. And these are front row or back row?
They're kind of like, the very, very back row again is going to be beans.
Oh, right. Okay.
So I would say we do, like, oh no, the back row's not going to be beans though. You can't put tomatoes with beans. I just finished telling that to YouTube. My head is like in last year. So these will be, you know, enough space to grow.
Yeah.
Ish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Bonnie Best at the end, black cherry tomato next, Roma tomatoes, and black Krim tomatoes.
Okay, I'm gonna do some math. Are you ready?
Yeah. Remember I mentioned in one of my other videos that I had a raised garden bed for everybody? Here's a picture of my dad planting the garden with one of my kids, and this is where I wanted to talk about how the garden beds are at different heights. And at first I thought it would be a little bit goofy, but honestly it ended up being a great feature in my opinion, because it is now basically a multi-generational raised garden bed. There is a bed for everybody in my family. My 6-year-old can go to the low beds and she can plant. I can go in the far corner as a 6-foot person and I can plant. In this picture, the bed that's closest to you guys on the screen, that's the lowest bed. And the back corner, that is the bed that's the highest. So this garden is probably not a good garden for Abby, but she can get right up there.
Well, this one is really loose and fragile. Okay. Oh, that one is really too small. Okay.
So these are our Bonnie Best tomatoes.
These are going to be our good sauce tomatoes.
Hopefully.
Hopefully this little guy lives. Don't want to have any air pockets down there. That's my tree planting in me. Yeah. So then we'll just go like this. So we know. And hope for the best. That's about it. Chuck. You want to do the next one? You got to get right in there. Good job.
Hard work. Here we go. Bonnie Best is in.
Bonnie Bests are done. God, these guys
Black
just want to go
cherry
in there.
tomatoes.
Hey?
You were about to say it.
Sugar?
No.
Now, careful the ones I already planted right there.
Horse sugar.
No. Okay.
I didn't do too bad, eh? Mixing it up?
It's definitely mixed up better than it was when we dumped it in there with the tractor.
Here, let me do that. You're nice and gentle. That's how you need to. Oh, is this a camera?
Yeah. Say hi.
You're famous, Mom.
Uh
Uh-oh.
oh.
We have 4 tomato beds.
You want to go with
Every
Papa?
cage was
Go ahead.
used.
Hi.
Okay, so I think that one. Hey, buddy. So be careful where you're walking.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Broken.
Well, it will be
This,
if you step on it.
Can I plant the 2 last ones that are
hold on. Can you?
Or go down?
Yeah.
Aw.
This little guy. Oh, look at you, little guy. Yeah. Oh well. We'll just do that and hope for the best. Little camper. All right. Do you want to
Can I plant over here?
or put the cages in these babies? You want to put some cages on these little guys?
Yeah. Oh, there's in that one.
So I want this one to make it.
These are black crim.
Yep.
And I am Abby.
These are my fave, I think, probably. They just are always successful.
Where are they?
Here's a purple one.
Purple!
The
Purple!
last one.
The last one, yeah? Oh, yellow.
Purple, go.
Okay. So the rest stuff is...
The basils are going in with the tomatoes? Do we need spin? Yeah. Okay.
And why do we plant marigolds?
Because they keep the bugs away.
They keep the bugs away.
Yeah.
So we're doing like 3 marigolds in every bed except 4 of the beds. Just because that's all we have for now. These things were absolutely sold out so fast last year. With the start of the pandemic, everybody wanted to garden. and you could not find these things anywhere.
Find what things?
Marigolds.
I want the marigold.
So now I guess we're just moving the worst clumps of manure and the straw that hasn't biodegraded yet just back towards the tomatoes, the marigolds, and the basil, so we can clear a spot in here for some carrots. Alright, buddy, I think that's pretty good in that bed.
Have you ever done a live video?
I have not. Have you?
Have you? I don't even have a YouTube channel.
Oh,
How do you do live videos?
I don't even know. I've never done a live video on YouTube. I wonder if these guys would like a live video on YouTube one day.
Hey. Hey.
Where do I start?
You can give those guys a shout out sometime if you feel like it.
Organic Seeds.
That's them. Urban Harvest.
I'm gonna start over here.
Let's see. So this is where we get a lot of our seeds. Urban Harvest, garden alternatives, heirloom and rare vegetables, culinary and medicinal herbs, native plants and flowers. And where can we find these guys?
Online and the shop in Toronto.
Online and at a shop in Toronto.
I just do the mail order.
Grow at uharvest.ca, www.uharvest.ca. I'll throw those up on the screen as well. Urban Harvest.
Oh yeah.
The old shout out.
The old shout out. Might as well.
Trana. Look how organized she is. She has all of the information for each bed already written down on a piece of paper in a plastic bag with the seeds, I assume.
Yep.
With the seeds from Urban Harvest, ready to go. She just drops the bag in each bed, and then hopefully we'll get some helpers down here.
We're doing some varieties of cukes.
Nice. Good God. This is this is not a job for me.
This is Dad.
Why don't I go get some diesel for the excavator?
Yep. And dig a trench.
And dig a trench for our experimental hugel mounds.
Yeah.
I think that's what they're called. So we'll take a break from the filming then, and we'll revisit after we're planted here.
Yeah, yeah. I was just imagining, like, see this, like, grass that grows right here in a row?
Yeah.
I don't know, I was just imagining.
Well, we can't dig too close because if it rains, the rocks will, like, I don't want to erode the support for the garden.
Yeah.
So we got to come off like 2 or 3 feet.
So like here.
Yeah.
This flat part. Yeah.
Perfect.
Whatever.
And you want like a V pulled, just like, or like a square ditch, or what do you want?
I was imagining like a square, like just dig up the dirt in like a, yeah.
In like as wide as that bucket?
Yeah, exactly.
3-foot strip?
Exactly.
And just do what with the dirt?
Just
put it off to the side, and then fill it with topsoil?
That and that.
Mix it up? Okay.
Don't you think?
Sure.
And then we have corn, pumpkins.
We're gonna do corn and pumpkins.
Corn, pumpkins, and squash. See what happens.
All right. Let's
And
do it.
we're gonna see what kind of animals come.
Who cares?
Yeah.
All right. A 3-foot trench,
Why
40
not?
feet long, filled with horse crap and topsoil.
And then.
We're kind of between rainstorms here, so we're just gonna make the best of this, but I really want to do a walkthrough of each garden and let you guys know what we have planted. Where do you want to start?
Well, we can start where we started planting.
Okay.
over here, these middle 4 beds have tomatoes and basil, carrots, and marigolds together. And those 4 in the middle don't have any beans growing at the back because beans and peas are not good to co-bed with tomatoes. So the carrots are good to co-bed with the tomatoes because carrots are pretty heat sensitive. So the tomatoes provide some nice shade because they're tiny, but they will get to be well above these racks. So they give some nice shade, and they also produce a natural insecticide that kills carrot bugs. So that's why we put all these together. So those 4 are different varieties of tomatoes all the way down. One row of carrots just goes all the way down. And yeah, so hopefully we'll get some tomatoes over there. And in these ones we did chard and radishes.
And chard is like a lettuce?
Yeah, it's like just a really big leafy lettuce. You can almost use it like for wraps and stuff. And then a row of beans. Actually, this is a row of snow peas. We did a row of snow peas all along the backs of these bins. In here we put cucumbers, snow peas, cucumbers and snow peas, and cucumbers and snow peas all here. They were a little crowded last year, so I spaced out the cucumbers this year. And then we put those sort of hoops that you see for netting. So once the plants emerge, what we're going to do is put netting over this bed and that bed, which is zucchini. And we're going to experiment with the zucchini bugs and the cucumber beetles this year and see if netting actually helps. So we'll see, because last year they got pretty decimated. And then in each corner, actually, of the cucumber beds, we put a little head of lettuce.
Oh, cool.
Because that's kind of nice, right? To just, we don't go through it that much, but it's kind of nice to just come down. So here we have some nice big green zucchini. So 2 mounds with 3 seeds in each one, which they kind of take over once they get going. Same with this bed. Green zucchinis. And I believe we put green beans along the backs of these. So everything with beans will have a whole wall of green crawling up. So that should be great. And then over here I have 3 mounds in this bed, and I believe 3 mounds in the next bed. Yeah, so 3 mounds each. And the beans I put along here are nice purple beans, so that'll be nice.
And what's in the mounds? I don't know if you said it or not.
I did, yeah.
Okay.
So there's no, that's all right. In each one of these mounds I put 3 seeds. So these ones I put 3 mounds because the zucchinis are smaller. They're
Zucchini
small
seeds,
little yellow
okay.
ones. Whereas those 2 beds are big green zucchinis, so I gave them more room.
And our zucchinis did pretty good last year.
They were not bad until the bugs got them.
Yeah.
I also separated the zucchinis and the cucumbers.
Oh, yeah?
To try to see if the cucumber beetles would just
Stay over there.
not jump.
Yeah.
But we'll see. And then over here in this bed, we did kale and radish. So Swiss chard and radish down there, kale and radish down here, and green beans again. So the green beans get pretty intense.
And there's nothing under the hay. That's just where you put the butt. You just kind of pulled it.
Yeah, so I kind of made these rows, and then this hay though, once plants start to come up, I'm going to pack the hay around the base of the plants.
To keep the moisture in.
Yep.
Nice.
And the marigolds, of course, are everywhere. So my niece planted all those marigolds over there, right from seed. So those will flower yellow, and so it'll be yellow, and then this back row will all be orange. So, you know, I'm trying to color coordinate.
Nice.
So that's about it. And then I think over there, which is not planted
Oh, yeah.
at
Should we go
all.
talk about that?
Sure, what it's going to be.
Or should we just show them? So where I was digging yesterday with the excavator, this is not going to be our hugel mounds, right?
Nope.
Okay, so I was wrong. This is going to be...
It's going to be our experiment of putting corn right in the ground, and we're going to try for pumpkins for Halloween and squash. We're going to
Nice.
see what happens.
Yeah, we had one bed with some corn and all. It turned out okay, but it seemed like kind of a waste to put corn in a raised bed.
Yeah, it did. Certainly not going to get us through winters like 4 tubs.
Yeah, that's right. We need more corn than that.
Yeah, just a bit. So it's pretty exciting. These are our plastic snakes that, believe it or not, Ed Lawrence from CBC Radio, who is your call-in radio gardens guy every day on the radio.
We have a garden guy on CBC Radio?
Yeah, Ed Lawrence. You call in in the show called Ontario Today, and he said plastic, like fake little,
That's
you know,
so funny.
snakes in your garden.
Really though, between the snakes and the owls, I have never seen a bird in here.
I'm telling you, these
So-
scared the pants off your wife.
Yeah, I've never seen my wife in here. Even plastic snakes, she won't come in here.
Oh man. Yeah, it's pretty fun.
Oh well.
Yeah, and you know what? When we planted the garden, there was a couple of tomatoes that broke, but these seeds that we get from Urban Harvest, these seeds are, they want to survive. That one was the broken one, remember?
Yep.
It's living, so I think we're good. That one was just broken a little bit. This one completely broke right off, and I think it's going to be okay. And I told you too that once I start to harden off, all the light green part kind of dies, and then you get this aggressive dark green that starts to come up.
Cool.
Yeah, so it's good. Off we go.
All right.
It's fast when it happens, and then you can't keep up with the weeds.
So I guess that's going to be it for this video, guys. We will, of course, do updates to let you guys know how things are growing and what's successful and what's not successful. And you'll just have to wait and see how things turn out. So until next time, that's going to be it. You can follow me on Instagram at killingitcountry, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.